ignorant mind. Okay, we think we know everything, but we don't. So that's what it represents, our ignorant mind. So ignorance actually leads towards karma formation. You see a man making a clay pot. So because of the ignorant mind, we actually confirm our karma ourselves. Okay, so it's the karma formation. And because of the karma formation, it arises to the consciousness. And whatever we think our karma is, it develops in our consciousness. Okay, and here is represented by a monkey. So it also represents our monkey-minded behavior, because human mind is not in the same place. Like for example, you're here, if you think about someplace else, even though you are not there, your mind immediately goes over to that place. So it's always moving here and there. Okay, so because of the consciousness, now it arises to name and form, or you can also say body and mind. So now whatever has been developed in our consciousness, our mind thinks that and our body reacts. Like if your mind thinks, let's get a coffee, your body goes to a place that gives you a coffee, right? So now name and form, or body and mind, it arises to the 6 different senses. Okay, so scientifically we have 5 senses. Okay, eye, ear, nose, tongue, skin. But in Buddhism, the 6th sense is the mind. Okay, because you also think, you feel with the mind. So the name and form arises to the 6 senses. Now because of the 6 senses, it arises to the contact. Okay, contact, not only the shown in the picture, contact with all the 6 senses. Like if you touch something, there's a physical contact. If you eat something, you hear something, smell something, see something, it's all, everything is a contact. So because of the contact, now it arises to the feeling. Okay, so mainly because of the contact, you'll have 3 different feelings. Okay, pain, pleasure, or neutral. Okay, for example, if you eat a food, it might be one of these 3 feelings. You might absolutely love the food, you might absolutely hate it, or it's like, okay, it's good. Okay, however, if the feeling is like too pleasurous, okay, too good, it arises to desire. You want the feeling more and more and more. You want the feeling of that thing again and again, right? So because of the desire, it arises to the attachment or indulgence. Now you want to own the thing that gives you pleasure. Okay, and attachment only also not means like the physical thing. We also are attached to our loved ones, our family, our relatives. So because of the attachment to the worldly things, so it arises to procreation, because you want to keep something of yourself in this world. Okay, so because of the procreation, it arises to the birth, and because of the birth, it arises to death. Okay, and it's also like, it is cause and effect. So why there is death? Because there is birth. If there was no birth, there will be no death. So the birth is here because there's procreation. So procreation is here because there's attachment in the world. There's attachment because there's a desire. Desire is here because we have feelings. We have feelings because the contact. So like this, if you go back to the very end, it again ends with ignorance. So you can see this is the main reason why we suffer in this world, because of our ignorance. Okay, and the one who's holding the entire circle, okay, so he's a metaphorical being representing death and time. Okay, him holding the circle actually represents no one in this circle can escape death nor time. Okay, we cannot hide, we cannot run from death, we cannot run from time. So our main goal is actually the life that we have. We do the good karma and get rebirth in a good life. But that's not our ultimate goal. Our main goal is, if you look, Buddha is always shown outside of the circle. So our main goal is to become like a Buddha. So in Buddhism, it's believed that, so if you want to escape the circle of suffering, you have to be completely free from these 3. Okay, desire, anger, and ignorance. Until and unless we have even one of these 3, even small traces of one of these 3 in our mind, in our body, we're stuck in the circle again and again. But if we manage to get free from these 3, which means we have to actually purify our